It's June 12th, 1984. The Boston Celtics lead the Los Angeles Lakers 105-102, entering the final minute 15 of a thrilling Game 7, one that featured the NBA's biggest rivals on the NBA's biggest stage. Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics are looking to claim their second championship of the 1980s and cap off a 62-win season on the right note. The Lakers, on the other hand, are trying to avoid an all-time collapse, which is spearheaded by one man, Magic, or should I say, Tragic Johnson. But to fully understand the significance of this moment, we need to go back to where it all started: college. Before he became an NBA legend, Magic Johnson led Michigan State through the NCAA tournament with his trademark smile and dazzling passes. LSU in the regional semifinals, no problem. Notre Dame in the regional finals, easy win. Penn State in the national semifinals, not even a challenge. In the finals, he would match up with the player who would become his biggest nemesis, Larry Bird. Bird's Indiana State University was undefeated en route to the finals with some very impressive tournament victories. However, Johnson edged out Bird as Michigan State won the tournament and the NBA's next great rivalry was born. Both Johnson and Bird entered the NBA for the 1980 season and didn't waste any time making an impact. Larry might have had the greatest rookie season of all time, with 21, 10, and 5, finishing 4th in MVP voting. He also ran away with the Rookie of the Year award and made the All-NBA first team. Most importantly, he took the Celtics from a 29-53 record the previous year to a 61-21 finish, a 32-win improvement. Out west, Magic proved to be a great complementary piece next to Kareem, as he finished with 18, 8, and 7, making the All-Star team. His impact was also felt as he elevated the Lakers to 60 wins and into legitimate contenders. Both the Celtics and Lakers finished as the 1 seeds in their respective conference. It appeared like the college rivals would clash on the game's biggest stage just 1 season in. Except, the 76ers had different plans and smoked Boston in 5 games. Still, the Lakers were in the finals against the Sixers and Kareem was on a tear, scorching them to the tune of 35, 14, and 4.5 blocks. Because of this, the momentum of the series changed when Kareem got injured towards the end of Game 5. Up 3-2, the Lakers just needed 1 win out of 2 games without their best player. The task was daunting, but rookie Magic Johnson stepped in at center for the injured Jabbar and took over. He put up 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists to seal his first title and finals MVP. In 1981, just a year later, Bird got his turn, leading the Celtics past the Rockets in 6 games for his first NBA title. A year later in 1982, Magic's Lakers took the crown back, beating the Sixers. By now, both players were cemented as the faces of the league, and a clash between the two in the finals felt inevitable. By the time 1984 rolled around, Bird's Celtics were out for vengeance. After winning their first title in the Bird era, they took a step back. In 1982, they lost in 7 to the Philadelphia 76ers in the conference finals. In 1983, they were swept by Milwaukee, leading to their coach, Bill Fitch, being fired. In his stead, Casey Jones took the job and Boston didn't look back. Behind a historic season from Bird where he won the league MVP and a much improved season from Kevin McHale where he won 6th Man of the Year, the Celtics won 62 games, good enough for the 1 seed. In the first round, they took care of the Washington Bullets in 4 games. In the second round, they would play the New York Knicks, where the series went all the way to a Game 7. However, Bird was on a mission and wouldn't let them lose, finishing with a 39-point triple-double to advance. Finally, in the conference finals, the Celtics would take this momentum against the Bucks to take a 3-0 series lead before they finished Milwaukee in 5. Boston powered through the Eastern Conference, where a long-awaited showdown with the Lakers awaited. Out west, the Lakers were on a mission. After winning a title in 1982, the Lakers made their way back to the finals in '83 against the Sixers. To nobody's surprise, the addition of Moses Malone made Philly unstoppable as they swept LA. In 1984, the Lakers won 54 games, good enough for the 1 seed. In the first round, they put away the Kansas City Kings in 3 games. In the second round, Dallas put up no better resistance as the Lakers won in just 5 games. In the conference finals, the Lakers would take a 3-1 lead against the Suns, where they would eventually close them out in 6. The Lakers were going to their 3rd finals in a row, and they would face off against a very anticipated foe. For the first time, Magic and Bird were facing off in the finals. It was a matchup between the league MVP and the finals MVP of 2 years ago. Boston was looking to cap off a dominant season, and LA sought revenge for the last year. The stage was set. The battle for the NBA's next dynasty was here. Game 1 was supposed to be legendary, but the Lakers ruined it. Los Angeles outran Boston in front of their own fans to the tune of 52 fast break points. They asserted their will all over their rivals and took Game 1 in dominant fashion. The Lakers win by 6 and go up 1-0. Game 2 rolled around and it was a lot more competitive. Boston jumped out to an early 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and LA cut the deficit to 3 by the time the 4th quarter started. In a back and forth final period, the Lakers once again had the lead with 18 seconds to go when this inexplicably happened.
Magic, back over to Worthy, and it's picked off! Goes to Henderson, he lays it off and in! It's all tied up! A great play by Henderson!
With the chance to win both games in the Garden, Worthy's pass was picked off by Gerald Henderson, whose layup tied the game at 1:13 apiece. Still, the Lakers possessed the ball in the final seconds of regulation when this happened.
You watch the clock at the lower part of your screen. They're looking for Kareem. Magic Johnson keeps looking inside. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they don't get it off. The Lakers don't get a shot off.
Unbelievable. Boston would go on to win in overtime, and the series was tied at 1 game apiece. After handing Game 2 to the Boston Celtics on a silver platter, Magic was out for revenge. This time, there was nothing the Celtics could do about it. A throw-ahead pass to Cooper, on the money. A fast break pass to James Worthy, he throws it down with authority. A perfectly placed transition dime to Rambis, the Lakers have the lead. This game was the Magic show, as he finished with 21 assists, a record for an NBA Finals game. The Lakers storm back to win Game 3 by 33 points, and they take a 2-1 lead in these finals. If the Celtics wanted to have any chance, they needed to change the tone of the series. Thus far, the Lakers had imposed their fast-paced style of play, neutralizing the Celtics' physicality. Game 4 started off no different, as Los Angeles pushed the tempo, carving up Boston in transition and taking a 10-point lead into the half. Facing the possibility of falling behind 3-1, a message was made very clear in Boston's locker room. Give up a layup and you'd be taken out. And with 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, down 6, McHale would proceed to do this.
Double. Dennis Johnson is short with it. Here's Kareem, outlet to Worthy. Rambis. And now let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. As Larry Bird helps.
In what many retrospectively refer to as the turning point in the series, Kevin McHale would absolutely deck Kurt Rambis on a breakaway layup as both benches cleared. This play sent shockwaves across the forum, and it ignited a spark in the Celtics. Boston would tie up the game at 113, and just like Game 2, Magic would have the ball in his hands in the final seconds. This time,
Rambis to Magic. To be sure they won't let the time run out this time as they did in Game 2. 8 seconds. Harris steals the ball and the Celtics call a timeout with 3 seconds to play. And Magic Johnson didn't have anywhere to go with it. And another big steal.
Johnson had come up short in the final seconds once again. This time, throwing a horrible pass which Parrish picked off. Still, Magic had a chance to redeem himself in overtime. With the game tied at 123 with 34 seconds remaining, he would go to the line and he would miss both free throws. To make matters even worse for Magic,
Dennis Johnson with Cooper all over him. Hits with 16 seconds to go, and the Lakers call their last, although they have one more.
Larry Bird would proceed to bury a fadeaway on him to take the lead. You can't make this stuff up. In the final moments of the game, James Worthy was at the line with the chance to tie the game, but he missed the first free throw. Cedric Maxwell hit him with the good old choke celebration, and Boston has stolen yet another game. Despite putting up these stats in the first 4 games in the finals, the narrative surrounding Magic Johnson was completely different. After shrinking in the biggest moments of Game 2 and 4, the Celtics media had a new nickname for the Lakers superstar, Tragic Johnson. It also didn't help that Bird was playing incredibly well, including rising in the biggest moments with his game winner in Game 4. In Game 5, more drama ensued, as Boston experienced a heat wave, so the temperature reached as high as 97 degrees Fahrenheit. This seemed to throw the Lakers' fast-paced offense off, with Kareem being spotted with an oxygen tank mid-game. The Celtics overwhelmed the Lakers with a blowout victory, and all of a sudden, they were just one win away from the promised land. After being utterly humiliated in the last 2 games, it was LA's turn to respond in Game 6. Despite a modest start, the Lakers showed up with Magic, Kareem, Worthy, and Cooper each eclipsing 20. With a complete team effort, Los Angeles stormed back in the 4th quarter to take Game 6 by 11. Heading into the series, every fan was hoping for this outcome. A Game 7 featuring the biggest rivalry in the NBA, with each team trying to assert themselves as the league's next dynasty. The game tipped off, and it immediately delivered. A missed layup turned into a Celtics break where Dennis Johnson would bank it in off glass. Magic would then immediately heave an inbounds pass to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who would finish a tough and-one layup. The game was tight early, as the score was knotted up after the first quarter. However, on their own home court, Boston wouldn't allow the score to be level for long. At halftime, they led by 6, and by the end of the third, their lead had ballooned to 13. For a team that went 33-8 at home, the finals appeared like it would be over until it wasn't. After Dennis Johnson would knock down both his free throws to put Boston up 9 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, the Lakers caught lightning in a bottle. Kareem would make a beautiful pass out of the double to James Worthy, who finished at the basket. The lead is down to 7. Magic would commit a foul on Cedric Maxwell, who would proceed to split his free throws. The Lakers quickly advanced it, and Kareem would knock down a sky hook with the foul. He would connect on the free throw, and the lead was down to 5. LA would then stuff Boston on defense, forcing a terrible miss. With a minute 30 and a chance to make it a 1-possession game, Magic would get stripped by Dennis Johnson, who would lead a 2-on-1 break. However, Michael Cooper would bail out Magic with an incredible chase down block to keep the title hopes for the purple and gold alive. The ball was quickly pushed up, and Johnson would find Worthy for a mid-range jumper, and just like that, The lead was down to 3 with a minute 15 to play. If you ask Lakers fans, what was happening in the final minutes of Game 7 was poetic justice. After they squandered golden opportunities in Game 2 and Game 4, they missed a chance to sweep their arch rival. Now, with Boston unraveling possession by possession in crunch time, the narrative was going to flip. The Celtics were going to blow a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter on their own home floor. With a minute 15 remaining, would it be Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers who would rewrite history and erase their early series collapses from their memory? Or would it be Larry Bird and the Celtics, who would prove their dominance as a team that performs when the lights were at their brightest? Anything was possible. Larry Bird would miss a fadeaway from the free throw line, and Magic comes down with the rebound when this happens.
The Lakers trying to cut it to 1. And he loses it. Again to Dennis Johnson, who's going in against Cooper again. And this time he's fouled.
With another late turnover from Magic, Dennis Johnson would get fouled. He proceeded to knock down both free throws, and that was it. The fans in the Garden poured out onto the floor. The Celtics were once again NBA champs, and the Lakers, well, they were left in infamy. When recounting the finals, Magic would refer to it as a turning point in his career, when he realized he wasn't as good as he thought he was, and it pushed him to work even harder. Larry, on the other hand, would jokingly suggest many years later, quote, "I hope it hurt, I hope it killed him," when talking about Johnson. The clashes between Magic's Lakers and Bird's Celtics created the biggest rivalry in the NBA, but as far as where all the bad blood started, where all the narratives were first pushed out, where both teams would trade big plays, and where they first clashed, it all traces back to 1984.